Greetings, I'm Victor Castillejo, your seasoned guy drawing from years of experience working for top tech Fortune 500 giants and as an entrepreneur. A warm invitation to watch the High Tech Business Consulting channel. Join me as we delve deep into real life business cases where I will unveil battle tested tools and share some perspective to help you in your own life and businesses. Well, I will share a set of 5 videos that will last between 5 to 10 minutes. And I consider these videos most important because they will build the base as we move forward in this business journey. Hi, let's jump right into the GE Mackenzie Attractiveness Model. This model was developed back in the 1970s by Mackenzie and General Electric, and nowadays it's being used by many companies such as Boeing and Starbucks and some others. It is an interesting tool that you can use to when you want to expand into new markets, you want to assess how your product or service is performing in a specific market. Also, what are the features of the product and how do they match with the market that you are trying to go after. What I want to share now is the GE Attractiveness Model originally was developed with numbers. Each square that you see this in this table were numbered from 1 to 10, from 1 to 5, depending on what was needed. But on the x-axis, you have the business strength. And the business strength represent whether that business that you're going after or that you are pursuing or that you are pushing into the market is worth it. And we will analyze that in the next overheads. But on the y-axis, you have the market attractiveness. And that means whether the market that you're going into is really a market that is worth it for your product and your services, and whether you have some sort of advantages to go into that market. What you can analyze here, you see you have like 3 flavors. You have strong, medium, and weak for business strength, and you have basically the same thing for the market attractiveness, high, medium, and low, right? So when you have I prefer to use the color code, which is green, yellow, and red, because it is easier to position and move products around it, and we can focalize on those products that are in the green area and maybe some in the yellow area. But I would never focalize my resources into products that are into the red area. So I had a case situation. That's what I wanted to share. This is a real case scenario. I jump into this company, and the first thing is that I realized that we were just selling a couple of products, right? And but the company and the business units that company was had so many other products, and I wanted to assess whether I wanted to push those products into the market and whether if that market was good enough for those products. So we have meetings and we realized that because we were not participating, positioning those products, we were losing market, even though on those 2 products we were okay. And also we realized that we were not going to all the market potential that we could go. So what we did, as you can see in the next overhead, is that because we had that situation that I explained, we put all our products in this table, and we say, okay, which products are a traditional run rate? And we identify those products and we measure whether those products were okay for that market. And in order to do that, we have to analyze the size of the market. Is that market big enough? Is that market growing or is decreasing? If the market is decreasing, therefore I need to have a strategic move to be depositioning that product, or at least not putting too much effort into it. Now, what is the profitability of the business into that marketplace? What are the risks associated with the market that we're going after, or the client, because it might be a large client and they might have some risks that we wanted to assess and evaluate in that marketplace. On the other hand, we wanted to analyze also the business strength, the strength of the business. And that had to do with what was our market share currently, whether our brand was properly recognized in that market, whether we have sufficient resources, direct or indirect, to go with our product into that market that we wanted to attack. So when we did this, we used some icons to identify our traditional run rate business. Key focus areas were products that we understood that we wanted to move into that market, and we had that feeling, so we had to position those. But we realized, I didn't put all the names here, but we had some other products, and we were investing time and money in trying to position those products, but the market wasn't growing. We didn't have a good feedback from our clients on that particular products and services and so on and so forth. So we stopped wasting time on pushing those products, and we have to push back sometimes to the business unit. So in general terms, you want to keep in mind that the GE Attractiveness Model will help you analyze the business strength and the market attractiveness against your product, and that you can have your icons for your traditional run rate. If you want to move your new product into that market, you can do that. And the color code will help you do it in a more easy way. So the benefits and the takeaways from this tool are to improve your strategic planning, so you know which products you're going to be backing up, where are you going to be investing, and the resources, how are they going to move into that market with the products and services. And finally, you will enhance your focus and your competencies, and your return on investment is going to be much higher than going into an area whereby the market is not attractive, it is decreasing, your product is not performing well in that market, and so on and so forth. So each case is good to analyze. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll have the other series of video going forward. And if you like, please click into the bell and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. It's going to be quite interesting.